Yes, Chaitali, you can continue, please.
Okay. When you install XAMPP, you can search here for XAMPP. Then it will open up and when you click this, it will open up a control panel like this.
Yes, yes.
Here, you need to start this Apache and MySQL service. Okay. And after this, if you type in browser localhost, it will open up a XAMPP index page. Okay. It means the XAMPP is started. Okay. Next, today, what we are going to cover, we are going to see session and cookies. Okay. How to manage sessions. So anyone of you have any idea about session and cookies? No, I'll cover it. So session means the time duration when we log into any website from that moment to the logout of the when we log out. Okay. Uh, the duration spent from login to logout is called as a session. Some data is gets stored on the server when we start using any website. Likewise, cookies also get stored, but cookies are different than session. Like in the manner, uh, sessions get stored on server and client side also. That means on our local system also, and cookies get stored only on our local system. It means like on our client side. Okay, so session and cookies are used to store information. Then what is it used for session? Why session is needed? Say, some session variables get stored on the server to know the owner of the website or to do this that we will see how to manage session today. When we log into any website, some session data gets stored on the server and server some script or some data
Madam, your voice is breaking. Okay.
Chaitanya ma'am, your mic has been turned off. Please turn it on.
Excuse me, madam. Chaitali, madam. Your mic is off.
Okay. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. When we open up any website, it will open up an index page or login logout. Means we need to log into the website. For that, we need a login page. Then after login, we'll go to our main page, home page. Okay. We will call it as a dashboard here. After that, we store some data in dashboard, and then we will make a logout page to log out from this session. Okay. So how we are going to do that? First of all, login form.php. I already have created, but still I'll again create it. Let's save it. Let's give name login form. .php. Save it in. So the file has been created. Now we need to start coding. So what we need for a login form? We'll need a form. Anyone of you is aware of HTML? How to use HTML? We have to create here a form to get login credentials from the user. Then we will be checking them if they are present on the server or on the database. Okay. So first of all, we need a form. So how to start coding in body. We need to write inside body. We are going to create one form. So for that, there is a tag, form tag in HTML. Here we need one text box. For that, input used as text box here in HTML. Input type. Type is an attribute here. Type can be text, password. Okay. We are using your text. It can be button also if you need button. So here we are going to enter some data from user. That is why we are using text. Input type text. We can give it a name. Let's say username. This I have created here. Let's give a break after this. Break is a tag for next time in HTML. Then we need another field for password. Okay, so input type equals to text for the password. Give it the name password. One more attribute is ID. We can give it here. Username, and your IDs. Yes, certainly. Okay. Then again, we'll go to next line. This is the tag in HTML for next line. Then we can give a label here for input. What it is a label. It's a username, then slash label. Give me a break. This is label for input type text name username. Okay, so it is showing that it is a username. Next, we'll be giving your password. So save it. Let's see what that's created.
चलिए प्लीज इंडेंटेशन दो ताकि पता चले फॉर्म टैग के अंदर कितना है क्या है.
What ma'am?
इंडेंटेशन दो HTML में पता चलना चाहिए ना कौन फॉर्म टैग के अंदर कितने ये लिया है. आप लोग भी जब भी कोड लिखते हैं तो अपने इंडेंटेशन हमेशा रखिए ताकि कोड विजिबिलिटी कोड की इजी रहे.
So we'll check here. The file we have created in PHP session folder. Login form 2.php. See here. This is a label username. This is input type text. This is password, and this is input type password. Okay. So we need this for login purpose. Then one more thing we need here is a button to log in or to submit data. So we are going to create it here. Input type. You can use button also or input type also. Type equals to button. Give the name. Submit. Value is another attribute in button. You can give its value submit. Save it and see it in browser. So we hit the submit button. Let's rename it to login. Okay. For that, we need to give value login. Save it. Check it on browser. See login. We can give here. We already have given here a break. One more break. Okay. So it is proper now. So when we enter any username and password, means login credentials here, and we need to send data to the server if that is present on database, or here we are going to see manually if that data matches with the credentials, these actual credentials what that are stored in the database, then our login should be successful. For that, we need to go use the anchor tag in HTML. This is used to give any hyperlink. Okay. So sorry, I don't need it here. Here in form tag, we have to mention action. Action is an attribute. It represents where we need to redirect after we submit the data. Okay. So we need to create one page login action. Let's say login action. Because actually already I have login action, but I'm giving the action to .php. Okay. Then method is another attribute. It represents the way to send the server. So we are using here post and get are the methods used in PHP to send data on the server. Okay. So we have used here post. So when we log in, submit the data or we click the button login, the data gets sent to the server and it gets it redirects to the login action 2.php. So we'll see how it works. Save it. Okay. Login. It's not doing. Type submit. Okay, see this. Mistakenly I have written button type button, input type button, but it should be input type submit. Okay. Sorry for that mistake. Then after we click on login, it redirects to the login action 2.php, which we are assigned in form action. Okay. So login action.php is not there in our folder. Login action 2.php. So it is showing the error not found. So we need to create that file. Let's create that. Save it as. So what we are going to do in login action, the data we have sent from the form, we need to get it over here, and we need to check if that matches with the right credential. If that matches, then we need to log in successful, or otherwise we need to send a message that credentials are wrong. Okay. So for that, this is we need to start a PHP. Okay. We have sent data with post method. Okay, so in PHP we need to get that data from the server. So what methods we need to use? We have to use here. We can use post, get, or request method. So data is sent with the post method. So we can get it with post or request. The data is, if the data is sent by get method, we can get it by get or request method. Request method is a common variable. It is a server variable actually to get the data from the server. So how to write it? $request. This is its format. What we need to write here? The name we have assigned to the fields here. The data is sent to the server with the name we have assigned in login form. So what we have assigned name here, for username we give a name username. So in login action we can get it with username. $request. So, and here first of all we need to check if it is present on the server. So if is set inside bracket, we need to check is set is a function in PHP to check if variable is present or not. Okay. Set $request username. One more thing we need to check is a password. Okay. We can write it over here. We are using your operator or is set $request. What name we have given in form password. bracket closed. If is set dollar request username or is set dollar request password, अगर वो प्रेजेंट है तो हमें क्या करना है, we need to get this data in any variables. So we have used your dollar username as a variable and assigned a value dollar request username. Okay, then another variable is dollar PSWD. It is for password, dollar request password. Now we have the data username and password. Next, we have to check if it is correct or not. So how to do that? See, if dollar username equals to admin, I have checked here. I have given condition dollar username equals to admin and dollar password equals to admin at the rate 123. We are checking here the login credentials if it matches with the given credentials, which is admin and admin at the rate 123. After that, we need to start a session. Dollars. These are the session variables here. Okay. So how to start the session, because we are managing session here, so we need to start if that matches. Login credentials and matches with the entered credentials, then we need to start a session and we need to save a session variable on a server. It is called as a session data. Dollar session username equals to dollar username. We have assigned the value dollar username and it is available for us till we log out from this session. Okay, or we destroy this session. So dollar session username equals to dollar username. After that, we need to redirect it to the dashboard.php. We are going to create this after this. Okay. Else, if this credentials doesn't match with the admin and admin at the rate 123 here, it will redirect to the location login form.php. We have created login form 2.php. Here we need to create dashboard 2.php. It will redirect to, if login credential doesn't match, it will redirect to login form.php with the message username or password is indirect. This is the syntax how to use it is used to send the message back to the login form. This login form.php and how we can pass the some data or variables in URL. We need to give here question mark. After that, variable name, its value. So here we have used only one variable, message equals to username or password is incorrect. These are called as the query parameters. Okay. One more, if we want to give more than one parameters, how we can give it? We need to give and sign here and then another variable, let's say username. And its value equals to dollar username. In this way, we can pass query parameters here, but we don't need this for now. So we will okay. Then let's see. Let's save it. Let's check. We are getting here syntax error. On line 18. Okay. This we don't need left. Save it. Click on browser. So in URL, you can see localhost PHP session login form 2.php message equals to username or password is incorrect. This is the URL here. This is we are getting here when we don't type anything here. Okay. We can give here one more condition. If it said dollar request username and dollar request username not equals to blank.
दीपिका आप ड्राइंग मत करो इससे
Who is doing this?
Everyone is mute. I can see everyone mute. I don't know. Okay, fine. Continue.
Okay. So here we have given one more condition, dollar request username is not equals to blank. Or we said dollar request password and dollar underscore request password not equals to blank. So it means the login credentials should not be blank or it should not be wrong credentials. So we can give, sorry, we can give this condition here also. We don't need it here. We can check it in the next section. Save it. Here we can check it. If dollar username equals to admin and dollar password. So this is not essential. Let's leave it. If we enter here any credential, let's say admin. @123. So it is going to another page, or it is redirecting to another page. Localhost login PHP session login action 2.php, which we have assigned here in header location dashboard 2.php. If we pass credentials admin and admin @123. Okay. And if we pass wrong credentials here, we are getting here syntax error expecting 93. And login action too, sorry. I made a mistake. Dashboard 2.php here. It is redirecting to the dashboard 2.php, but we have not created this still, so it is showing not found error. Next. One more thing we check here. If we go back here, we can enter any wrong credentials. I have entered something else than admin @123 and login. So we are getting here login form 2.php message, username or password is incorrect. Here, this else part is getting executed when we enter wrong credentials. Okay, where I have entered $username equals to admin means add username as an admin and password as something else than an admin @123. So what I get there, I got header location, this message, username or password is incorrect. This part got executed there. And if I give you right credentials, admin @123, it will redirect to dashboard 2.php. So we need to create dashboard 2.php now. Dashboard 2.php. Save it. So what we are going to do here on dashboard, we will print here any message. Okay. This is the HTML part. So here we have the what we have done HTML in body. In H1 is a tag for header. It's the heading tag. Welcome to dashboard. Then we have given here one anchor tag. It is for hyperlink. So href represents to which page we want to redirect after clicking on this logout button. Okay. We have used here button, logout button, and gave a hyperlink to this button to jump to logout.php. So we can see on browser we have created dashboard.php, download it. See, you can see here welcome to dashboard and one logout button. We have given here hyperlink, but it is not. Okay. Again, you can do here login credential admin @123 login to dashboard. See, you can see your dashboard, welcome to dashboard and logout button. After clicking on logout, I'm going to login form.php because logout.php, let's say here I do logout2.php, control S. It was redirecting to login form.php because I have assigned here logout.php, which is already been present in the folder. Now I'm changing my key. So let's see what it will do. Admin @123 welcome to dashboard. Then after clicking on logout, actually it is going to dashboard.php in login option 2.
मैम आप लॉगिन एक्शन 1 में वो कर रहे हैं, लॉगिन कर इसलिए ऐसा हो रहा है। एक्शन 2 पे करो ना, लॉगिन फॉर्म 2 पे जाओ ना।
क्या
लॉगिन फॉर्म 1 पे आप कर रहे हो ना, लॉगिन फॉर्म 2 पे जाओगे ना तो लॉगिन होगा डैशबोर्ड 2 के लिए। क्रोम पे
okay, login form here it should be login form 2.php. okay, here admin @123 see here localhost php session dashboard 2.php we are getting here. After I click on logout, it is showing not found because we have not created logout 2.php yet. Okay, so we need to create it. Let's create logout 2.php. Save it. Logout 2.php. We need to give here login form 2, which we have created now. Here also login form 2.php. Save it. So what we have done here, we have opened a PHP and PHP tag. Then for using session variables, we need to start session every time. Okay. So we are using here, starting here session. Session start is a function in PHP to start a session. Then we are checking if $session is set $session username. If $session username is present on the server, then it will means condition checks if it is present or not. Here not operator I have given here. So if that $session username is present on the server, it will destroy the session and redirect to the login form to 2.php. Otherwise, it will redirect to header location login form.php. In both cases, it is going to login form.php. Just we are authorizing or checking if it is present on the server or not. Okay. Let's save it and we will check it here. Admin, login. Welcome to dashboard. After I click on log out, I redirected to PHP session login form 2.php. Okay. So what is the purpose of this session management? Okay. We have used session in our code. In dashboard.php, dashboard 2.php. So here I have not used till now. So let's see what happened. Here after I give right credentials, it redirects to the login, dashboard 2.php. But without login also, if I give a path here, localhost, PHP session, dashboard 2, though I have not logged in or I have not opened the login page, still I can go to a welcome to dashboard means dashboard page. Okay. So you can see this message of log dashboard page. So this should not be the case when we are going to design our website. Okay. So without logging, the dashboard page or home page should not be open. So for that we have to manage a session. How can we do that here? Before going here, we can do this using PHP. PHP. And this. Then here we need to check if $session variables means session variable is set or not. For that we need to start a session. Next we are checking if it is present or not. If it is set, $session username. If it is set, then what we have to do, having a not operator. If it is not set, then we can redirect to header location login form.php. .php. So what we have done here, we have started a session. We have checked here if session variable is present on a server or session is started or not. If it is started, then we can see the welcome to dashboard or dashboard page. Otherwise, we need to redirect to login form 2.php. Save it. Save it. Now let's check what happens. See, when we refresh the page, it will direct to the login form 2.php. Again, we can track admin @123 login. So welcome to dashboard page. We can see here. If we type here localhost without login, if we want to enter in dashboard.php, let's see what happens here. Session, PHP session. PHP underscore session dashboard 2.php. So here session is on. We need to log out first. Login from 2.php. Without giving any login credentials. PHP session. See, when we type here dashboard 2.php, it is directed to the login form 2.php because we have done a session management in our dashboard 2.php. Because session variable was not set on the server, it is directed to the login form 2.php. Again, we can tap here. We are not logged in any of this tags. So if I type here dashboard 2.php, I'm getting login from 2.php, not a dashboard page without logging in. Okay, now if I log in here, so admin @123. See, you can see a dashboard page here. Then again log out. You can see login from 2.php. Have you got what I said now? Everyone give confirmation. Hello. Have you understood the use of session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Also show them, Chaitali, how if wrong password or username is given, how they can manage that.
Actually, I have written your else part. If wrong password comes over here, it goes to the login form.php with message username or password is incorrect. Okay. So uh, type wrong password or type nothing in password and username field. Okay. So here we can start with PHP. Closing bracket. Okay. If we get message in URL, we need to get it from the server. So how it can be done if dollar request here. We need to check message. If we set dollar request message, we can assign a dollar message variable here to it. Okay. Sorry for the noise. My screen was not visible. Is it visible now? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So we are checking here if message is message is present in URL. So how to get it? If it's the dollar request message equals to dollar request message. Else means where I want to display this message. Here in body, I can give a block here. One, I can say it as a bill. Slightly. Yeah. Style is an attribute here. This is called as inline CSS. When we will learn CSS or HTML, you'll get to know about this style attribute. We are giving this div height. and equals to height. This is 30 pixel. Then select it. What we are doing here? We are displaying this message what we get over the URL on a div. Whenever we want to use PHP inside HTML or any other script, we can use it with opening PHP bracket and closing PHP bracket. Here I have equaled this dollar message, means I have printed the message in this div. We can do this. Let's refresh it. So this is the div with 30 pixel height here with indentation. So we can check here. Username is admin. I'll give here anything, means wrong password, login. So we are getting a message here, username or password is incorrect in URL, and we have printed here in this area as a div, username or password is incorrect. Okay. And we type here right password and username admin@123 will redirect to the dashboard.php. Again, forward.php. Okay, have you understood? Hello, everyone.
Yes, students, any one of you give her confirmation. In
Yes,
chat
ma'am.
they have. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
for confirming. Apeksha, thank you. So you can ask any queries if you have.
Username equals to $username I have assigned here. If I assign it here without starting session, it won't work. Okay. And I'm going to use here in dashboard.php. If I would have not then started your the session started. If I have not started your session, this part won't work. Okay.
Okay, if there are no queries, Pranita, you can, sorry, Chaitali, you can just tell them how they can do the basic assignments using the form. So one example you can give them of addition, maybe addition of two numbers.
Okay.
Along with the form, how they can do their assignments. Just give them one example of basic and one of if conditions along with the form, even odd maybe, and one of loop. So that would be all for them today's session. Clear, Chaitali?
One of I have to give them example of addition.
Basic one addition, and finding out even and odd number.
With JavaScript, you are saying?
No, not JavaScript, PHP.
PHP. Okay.
Same form with PHP, how they can take values from the form in the server. They have seen it now, login, practical example they have seen. You can show them some basic example of addition of two numbers maybe. So students, now you know, so you need to help Chaitali. So Chaitali will ask you and you need to guide her how she can take input of two numbers and do the addition in the backend and show the result again on the same page.
So this form I have already created here. I'll edit it. Okay, inside of HTML body.
The Chaitali, you can take new file. Add.php, add form.php.
Let's save it as add form .php. Save it. So here I need to do HTML. Opening and closing that. After this, inside body,
You can ask them also, Chaitali. You can ask them to guide you. So students, आप लोग बताइए अभी कि यहाँ पर एक फॉर्म कैसे बनेगा. HTML you are aware of. अभी आपने देखा है एक लॉगिन का फॉर्म. तो अभी अपने को लॉगिन की जगह एडिशन का फॉर्म रखना है. तो 2 नंबर्स का इनपुट लेना है. तो आप बताओ कि कैसे ले सकते हैं हम.
any one of you? Please help me, any one of you.
We can write form element.
Okay. So first of all, we'll initiate form here. Okay. Form
Input.
yes. What attributes I can use
Type.
here?
Number. Type number.
Type equals to number.
And name.
You can give it near name. name equals to let's say first number. Okay. Then
BR.
next again
इनपुट क्लोज नहीं हुआ मैम, इनपुट क्लोज नहीं हुआ फर्स्ट का. सेम टाइप
input
नंबर, सेकंड नेम इज इक्वल टू सेकंड नंबर.
number name second number slash input then break.
बटन,
Okay.
एडिशन बटन, इनपुट टाइप बटन.
Okay. In login form, we have used input type button. Here we are going to use button. Give it a name, submit. Slash button. Button. Here we can give type equals to submit. Okay. Save. And in form, what attributes we need to pass? Anyone of you can tell me?
एक्शन,
Okay. What should be the action here?
Addition.
Say add action. Let's say we can give it a name. Add action dot php. Okay. We have to create this file. Then next attribute.
मेथड, पोस्ट.
Okay. Method equals to post. So
What is difference between method, post and get?
So post is for sends data with encrypted format. It is secure than get. Okay. Get sends the data as it is that we send from our side. Okay.
Okay मैम.
So this should be properly inside. You can see this on browser. I found the solution. See. One more break here. So we can assign a label here also. How to do that? Which tag it
Label,
I can.
label for.
Okay. Label.
For first number.
For first number. Then
And label name,
do
first
your
number.
enter first number.
Enter, yes.
Slash label. Then again here.
For second one.
Enter second number. Save it. You can give your name, add, save it. Enter first number, and add. After addition, we have to give result here. We have to show the result below this. Okay. So for that, we need one more. What should I do here to show the result? Hello, anyone? Anyone? After form, I can make a save here. Okay. Save it the style. Height. But picture.
हाइट की स्पेलिंग गलत हो गई मैम.
मैम हाइट की स्पेलिंग.
Slash div. Inside this, I need to print a result. So how can I print here?
H1 use.
Heading. No.
Yes,
not
ma'am. Heading.
No, I don't need your head. I have to print here a result of addition of four number. So how can I get that? I have seen a practical example here of say, login and logout, means login and dashboard. So I can create here one more. First of all, I need to create add action.php here. Okay. Save it. I can. Let's say I enter here 4. I enter here 3. And if I click on add, it is going to add action.php, but that page I have not created till now. So it is giving me not found error. So I need to create it first. file new save it as add action.php. What can I do here to get a result or to get the data from server which we have sent from add form.php? That is first number and second number. How to get that variables here in PHP? First number, PHP. Any one of you can write me. So first, I need to check if it is present on the server. Is set. $_request. What name we have given for first name? First name. We can access first name with this $request first name. Okay. If we say $request first name, then again we have to check if second number is present. We say $_request second number with first number and I have to do and operator. Means if both numbers are present, I can get it in a variable. Let's say first number equals to $request first number. Next, $second number $_request second number. Okay. Then what I need to do? I need to add these two numbers. So yesterday we have seen the addition operator. We need to store this result in any variable. Result equals to $add number plus $. First number. Okay. After addition, what I need to do here? I need to send this data to the add form.php to get the data over that form. Okay. So Next, I need to give header. Location. Add form.php. How can I pass query parameters here? With question mark, result equals to dollar result. Okay. Save it. And if it is not set, then what we need to do? Else. Else, I can give a message. Please enter numbers. Okay. Save it. Let's see what happens. I can give you a 4, 5, add. So in a URL, we are getting result equals to 9, but I'm not printed over here. So how I can do this?
Anchor tag.
No, we don't need anchor tag here. Here I have given a div with style height 30 pixels. Here I need to print that result. So how can we do that? We have printed in login form message. Okay, this that if we enter right credentials, we redirect to the dashboard.php, and if we enter wrong credentials or we don't enter any data, we get a message with which is saying that credentials are wrong. So where we have printed that? In login form.php. Like here in PHP echo $message. So we have done this here. We have to do this same here in at form.php. We need to open up a PHP tag. And again, we close it. And here, I need to print a message or result. Echo $request result. Save it. You can properly assign this to the indentation. Save it. in PHP, we can do the same like in login form. Question mark. We are checking if result is present on URL or in server. So is set dollar underscore request result then we can assign a variable dollar result equals to dollar underscore result dollar underscore request result else dollar result equals to blank. Here we can print dollar result. Save it. Put it on browser. Okay, the result should be in the double quotes. Save it. So this 9 got printed here. If I print 30, add, we are getting 33 over here. Okay. Have you understood? Everyone of you? Have you what we did here? Hello. So, ma'am, Priyankam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So,
तो क्लियर है सबको? हम फॉर्म कैसे बनाते हैं, फॉर्म्स का डेटा सर्वर पर कैसे जाता है, सर्वर से डेटा हम लोग कोई भी से हम फ्रंट एंड भेज सकते हैं डेटा और फिर
मैम
उसको
वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही आपकी।
ब्रेक हो रही मैम वॉइस।
हेलो,
आवाज What's the next program? You said